Hello everybody, Silverstar here, and today I am going to bring you the weekly review for Yowamushi no Pero. As you may notice, this is going to be my first review of this anime ever in this channel, and I am actually very excited because this is really one of the animes of this season that has me the most excited. And the reason for that is that, unlike many others, I really don't know what is going to happen, and for quite a long time this has been a show that has been of my liking. It is definitely one of my favorite spokons, which is sports anime, for those of you who don't know, and it is actually very good. Once you notice the anime, you will notice that it is very good. The animation for most people may be a little bit of an obstacle, but since I watch other anime and I have watched so many, I don't really judge anime because of their animation. Yowamushi no Pero is basically the story of Onura, or Sakamichi Onura, who is a biker, and he gets into his high school's cycling team, or bike riding team, however you want to call it. And he learns about many things about biking, road race, and many other things related to how to be able to compete along with your team. And it's actually pretty good. It's not like the usual main character who is like so driven to win or anything like that. He just wants to have a good time with his friends and help his team be able to accomplish their goals. So it is somewhat refreshing. It is not something like, so how do I say it? It's more relaxing and refreshing more than anything else, but you can still feel the competition in this show. So I really recommend you to watch the previous seasons, because I believe this one is the third one. So I will go into the review now of this episode. When I first noticed the episode's title, which is Conclusion, and I noticed that it is number 12 on the list of this season, I really thought the same as with Konosuba, that, oh crap, I just got into this review a little bit late, just able to cover the last episode of the season. And I was really scared for a moment because I didn't really make my research about this season, and when I noticed that title and the name and the number of the episode, I really thought that was the last episode. And to me it didn't make sense, because the other previous seasons had many more episodes, like 30 something episodes each, I believe. I'm sorry if I am not too accurate about it, and I really I really got depressed for a moment. It was actually a good thing that I got into some different websites to try to see if there was going to be a continuation, and actually at the end of the episode, at the end of the little sketch, it says that, okay, next race 1,000 kilometers again, which was such a relief for me. So okay, going into the episode, was I the only one who thought that Aoyagi, being all like bloated, trying to copy Tadoroko's technique of the bullet train, looked so weird? Because I mean, Tadoroko is he was one of the seniors, and he had this technique in which he would start inhaling a lot of air to be able to power his muscles and to be able to sprint all the way to carry his team, and to be able to leap forward as a bullet train, pretty much like a locomotive. And it was interesting because he was a pretty big guy, and you could believe that he had the pulmonary capacity to be able to do that thing. But when a small guy like Aoyagi, who is pretty small, and start watching him like all that bloated, I was like, because I am a biologist and also a medical interpreter, so I obviously thought, yeah, this is just freaking nonsense. One thing that I really like about this show is that it is somehow grounded to the earth. There are many techniques they use, but they are pretty much always a little bit grounded. Like, they are kind of believable, they are not so exaggerated. But in this case, I really thought these guys went just too far. But still, it didn't take me much away from the episode. This episode was mainly focused on Isa, Kaburagi Isa, or Kabu-san as they call him. And I am really liking this character because he is a little bit like our three main characters, which is Imaizumi, Onoda, and Naruko, and when they were first years. And so they are easily impressionable. Isa is still very innocent. He doesn't have much experience, even though he used to belong to the SS team. So he has some experience racing, but in the regard of being inside a team of 6 that works together in order to function, then he's really, really unexperienced, like our main characters were on the previous seasons, which is actually very refreshing. And to be honest, I really didn't expect that he was going to be the 6th member of the team. I really thought it was going to be Saratoki because we had like an introduction for him a few episodes back, and I really thought that maybe they were going to use him to copy the abilities of one of them to be able to fill that role that was missing, because right now we know that Imaizumi is definitely going to be the ace of the team, and he told Naruko to stop being a sprinter to be able to become an all-rounded biker. Also, Onoda and Teshima are definitely the climbers, and so Aoyagi is the sprinter, so we need one more sprinter. And I really thought Saratoki was going to fill that role pretty much like Tadokoro-san was from the previous Inter-High, and I really thought that was going to be the case, another buffed big sprinter to be able to carry everyone like the same bullet train. But no, in this case we got because of Sugimoto's failure in the first year's race, Isa is now the 6th player in the team, and so I believe he is most likely going to become the 2nd sprinter, because Naruko, because of his own responsibility, he is not going to be the sprinter anymore, and because of that bet that he made to Midosuji. So yeah, I think that is how it's going to be working out. And I really like Midosuji as a villain. At the beginning, we obviously thought he was pretty much disgusting, or Kimo as he says. He is very disgusting. Even though he has the strength, he loves playing with people's minds. He would often lie to others. He would be very despicable, and yes, he would be very despicable with whatever he says or does to people. He loves manipulating others, and as you would expect, that would most likely make you hate him as a character or as a person. And don't get me wrong, he's definitely a bad person. He is very shitty. But as a villain, I really, really like him because he is really capable of getting the worst and the best out of our main characters. And that is what brings the character development that I love so much in this show. And so far they have been all growing and growing, but at the same time they are still pretty unexperienced towards many other things, even though they are already the champions. For example, like Teshima and Aoyagi, we know that they call themselves the champions, but they didn't even participate in the previous Inter-High. So yeah, I really thought it was very impressive how they grew up and they got so much development so quickly, and they were able to fill in those roles that they were not able to do before. So yeah, that's pretty much the summary for this episode. And well, yeah, they were able to beat the preliminary race in order to get into the Inter-High. That was pretty much a given, so that was never like a doubt in my mind. They were obviously going to classify. And at the end, just one more thing, at the end when we were told that the in this case, what was his name? Manami. Yeah, Manami, which is pretty much Onoda's rival, and he is most likely going to be like the main antagonist of the Hakone team for Onoda again. And who knows how that is going to play out, but I'm sorry if I am speaking a little bit slow, a little bit faint here. It's just that pretty much everyone in my house is already sleeping. And so, yeah, Manami left his water bottle for Onoda again because last time he threw it away. And so he's saying to Onoda, here, you have it again. And now, when you give it back to me, I will take it back. I will receive it with a smile, which I thought it was pretty good character development for Manami, which is a character that I really like. Also, do you notice the joke with the wings? Because we always knew that Manami had like these air wings when he was racing. So it was very funny to me, like, dude, this is he using the wings when he's just sitting down on some bench? It was just a poster behind him, but that was pretty funny. So yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool season, one of the most expected ones for me, and I really hope you like it as much as I do. So thank you very much, guys, and I see you later. Bye bye.